It's okay. I just want to have a logical discussion. It's fine. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
What's your name?
My name is Carlos.
Hi, Carlos.
Pleasure to meet.
Why do you like Harris over Trump?
I think that the choice is very clear, right? We have one person who is a convicted former president who doesn't stop whining about his election loss and who tried to overthrow the government and has called to terminate the Constitution. Do you believe we should terminate the Constitution?
Nobody's called to terminate the Constitution.
He has called it on Truth Social last year.
No, that didn't happen.
Do you believe in
Kamala's?
I believe Kamala Harris.
You believe in an open border?
I believe that Kamala Harris believes in a future in which we have an opportunity economy.
So
we're spending.
So
money.
what
Can I
are
finish,
some of
please?
Kamala's successes while being VP?
Can I please finish? Let's talk about successes. Donald Trump talked about infrastructure week for weeks and weeks and years, and the only bill Donald Trump got passed, one bill, was tax breaks to the billionaires and millionaires. His only accomplishment was to help his rich buddies get
So
rich.
the bottom 8.5%. Let me ask you a question. Let me just say one thing. The bottom 8.5% of the population benefited the most in income under Donald Trump.
That's actually not true.
Yes, it is true.
What ended up happening,
and most of them were minorities,
is that the top 20% reaped most of the benefits of this tax break. But the Biden-Harris administration passed the biggest infrastructure bill in U.S. history. Right. I see it with my own eyes here in New York. That's millions of dollars.
What about the infrastructure bill under? Well, I am, but I don't have 45 minutes, so I just want to, it's a dialogue. It's a dialogue.
Right,
so tell me what you were going to say.
What I was going to say is that the infrastructure bill is real money that is going for our communities and roads and bridges, jobs, green jobs. I see it here. I see it here every single day. And Donald Trump failed to pass any meaningful bill for the American people. Also, we passed the Inflation Reduction Act, which was actually lowered the inflation.
So inflation was 1% under Donald Trump. What's it now?
And then after the pandemic, we had the highest unemployment rate.
Why hasn't it come down?
With one of the modern history of the United States. And then Joe Biden and Kamala Harris inherited.
We'd be drilling 3 million more barrels a day if Trump was president, and inflation would be down.
We actually have the highest oil exports ever in U.S.
Right,
history
but we're at 13 million. We'd be at 16 million.
What happened is that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris inherited an economy in tatters, the highest unemployment rate, highest inflation rate, and guess what? The Inflation Reduction Act has lowered the inflation more than any other.
Have you been to the supermarket lately?
Higher than any other developed.
Lettuce is double, eggs are double.
The entire world struggled
Real
with
inflation 50 to 80%. 4 years later, inflation still 50% higher.
The entire world struggled with inflation. The United States is now the strongest economy, the strongest recovery. Are we where we want yet? No, but we have the strongest recovery. And it's because of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden's policies. They got things done. In a way, Trump only got one thing done, and he wanted to overthrow the government.
I would take issue with that. But listen, Carl.
As a proud American, I want to support our Constitution, and I want to support an America that believes in.
I don't know any Trump people who want to get rid of the Constitution. But listen, Carlos, I got a jet. I really appreciate your insight.
Okay, that's a great conversation.
That's what it's all about, right?
I hope we vote for the Constitution and for American democracy that's at stake.
You heard Carlos here, coming out for Harris, WALZ.